Hi, darling. I'm just about to start your reading. Christina, I'm just going to send you the link. Okay, my darling, and then we're going to begin. There we go. And then I can start. Okay, let's start with January. I'm going to use my... Where are they? I'm going to use my Angel Tarot cards for your reading, okay? And let's start with the month of January, okay? So let's see what comes up. What I'm seeing, first of all, is I do feel at the moment you are quite contented with life. You're quite happy with the way things are at the moment. I do feel it's like you don't want to change anything. You're quite happy moving forward in the direction that you're going. I do feel that things have calmed down at home. Things are a lot happier. Because I do feel in the past there has been some fallouts or conflict or disagreements regarding a certain situation. But I do feel that things have now finally falling into place. So happiness is at home. Okay, things are where they should be. You are on the right path and you are heading in the right direction. I'm also seeing a completion of a project, and I do feel it's taking you a long time to complete, but it's like I can say you can finally breathe a breath of fresh air and relax a little bit now because you've completed it. And I'm with you, done. Okay, you did have doubts. You did doubt yourself that you wouldn't be able to see it through to completion, but you did, and you should be proud of yourself as others are around you. Okay, and I also got for you is the page of air. This is about some information has been brought to your attention. I don't know if it involves you or it's around somebody that you know, but I do feel it's knowing what to do with what you've been told. Do you go and tell somebody? Do you keep it to yourself? Know that it is to your own discretion what you do with this information that has been given to you. I do feel it's more so being told the truth about a situation, even though I feel that you already knew the truth regarding the situation, but someone has confirmed what you felt for you. So I do feel the truth has been delivered with right tact. It's like somebody told you and that's it, it's done. The cards are now on the table. It's now up to you what you do with this information. I do also see some delays around you. Any plans that you've recently made, I do feel have been put on hold. I'm not quite sure why they've been put on hold, but know that this proves necessary, and just give it time and you will understand why things have had to be put on hold for you. I know that it can be frustrating and be annoying, but understand that things do happen for a reason, and sometimes we don't know what that reason is until we're further on down the line. We also got the balance card to come up for you, okay? This is telling me that you need to slow down, stop doing too much of one thing and not enough of another. You need to find balance, find middle ground, and I also feel that something that you want to start or change, I'm hearing that you need to wait. So I don't feel that now is the right time for you to do that, as I do feel there are other things that do need dealing with. And as we move into February, move into the month of February, I'm going to put the cards in the month of February. So what have we got for February? Start with the beginning of February. As you move into the beginning of February, you're going to realize that again, a pause in action. So plans again are still going to be delayed, but I do feel you need to stop causing yourself unnecessary worry. I do feel that worrying about something that is out of your control is just a waste of an emotion. I do feel that you tend to stress yourself out quite easily, and I do feel you just need to find a way to just sit back and just let things happen as they want to. Let nature take its course, as I do see that the seed is well planted. Now, as we move into the middle of February, we've got the King of Earth. Okay, this is telling me that it's a successful time for you. I do feel opportunities are going to be coming your way, and you need to accept them, knowing that you deserve them. Know that it is right for you. Don't worry about whatever people are going to say, think, or do regarding the situation, because you deserve everything that is coming your way, because you've worked so hard to get to where you are now. It's almost like things happening are going to be happening at a fast pace. You're going to be in a place where you are going to be like, I can't believe this happening to me. What? I can't believe that things are actually going the way I wanted them to for a change. Things are going as to plan, as you wanted, and you did that. Okay, you manifested it. You put all the hard work. You kept your thoughts positive. You kept going. You've seen things through to completion. So you deserve every opportunity that comes knocking at your door. And as we move into the end of February, we've got the Queen of Water. This is telling me that a relationship is going to be ready to move on to a new level, whether it be romantically or with a friendship. I do feel that a connection between you and a significant other is going to be closer than it has been before. I do feel that while you're busy um, loving and enjoying the relationship, knowing that things are going great, remember also to take care of yourself. Sometimes we neglect our own personal needs because we're too busy focusing on the goodness that's happening. Okay, so remember to also take care of yourself and of others. Okay, because I do feel that you do have a very kind heart, and I do feel that you feel at your happiest when you know that you have helped somebody see that there is light at the end of their tunnel, just as you found the light at the end of yours. Just going to just grab my drink a minute, bear with me. Now, as we move into the beginning of March, okay, beginning of March, what do we see for the beginning of March? Okay, as we move into the beginning of March, what I'm seeing here is, again, okay, relationship moving closer. I do feel that there's going to be I want to say I don't want to say it says a wedding proposal, but I do feel that the relationship is going to be at a place where you feel happy, feel contented. You know that you are where you're supposed to be. I do feel that your emotions are going to be running a little bit wild, because it's like you. Obviously, everything is going to be a little bit overwhelming for you. Okay, I do feel that your enthusiasm within the relationship is what's keeping it going. And I do feel, because you finally found someone that you feel comfortable with, that you want to be with, you are now in your happy bubble. Things are heading off to a good start. Things are going the way, as I already said, that you wanted them to. I do also see invitations to social events, but I do feel that you normally make excuses that you can't go because you're too busy. I do feel that you should get yourself out a little bit more, because I do feel that you're spending too much time indoors. And by getting out and socializing is going to help enhance that happiness that you're already experiencing. As we move into the middle of March, we have got the Four of Water. Okay, this is telling me that, okay, there's been lots of opportunities knocking at your door, and I do feel some you've taken on board, some you've let go and missed. But I do feel this is because you are focusing on your relationship and the way things are, because you don't want to lose the one thing that is now going good for you. Understand that there are ever possibilities. Just because you're feeling hurt or you're regretting taking up an opportunity presented to you because you're too busy helping someone else or focusing on something else, know that there are ever possibilities. So open your eyes and see things as a bigger picture. Now, as we move into the end of March, we've got the Page of Earth, and this is telling me that your financial situation is on the upside as well now. So good news about your financial matters. And this is also telling me that you know everything is set in stone, everything is going smoothly. You now want something more challenging, you want something else to focus on in life. You're ready to take on more, you're ready to take more on board. I do also feel that it may be that you're looking into a new area of study, or you're looking to take a course, or you just want to better yourself, not because you feel you have to, or you've been told to because you want to continue feeling that fulfillment that you have got in your life right now. Now we're moving into the month of April. Okay, so let's look at the beginning of April. Okay, as we go into the beginning of April, I do feel that again things are contented, things feeling rewarded. Your emotional material needs are met, and also the relationship you know is right for you. The trustworthy, the trust is there. It's, I want to say, life is going to be feeling like it's magical, and I want to sit here and smile because the cards that come out are absolutely fantastic. So as we move into the middle of April, we've got exciting new opportunity coming your way. So even though you missed the last opportunity that come into play, another one is going to come and be presented to you. And I do feel it's going to be out of the blue. It's like you're going to be, where do I go from here? What do I do? I want to do something in my life. I want to learn something. And then this opportunity is going to go boom, smack bang in the face. Take it, okay? Don't turn this one down. So I do feel it's going to help you advance yourself on your career ladder. I do feel that it's going to enable you to expand your horizons. I also feel that it's also going to make the changes that you have wanted in life to happen. So it's making life better for yourself. So things are looking great. Now, as we come to the end of April, let's see what we've got at the end of April. Okay, here we go. We've got the World. Okay, this is about reminding you the job well done. Okay, everything is contented, everything is showing you gratitude. You are on the right path. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, and the only way you're going, love, is forward and onwards and upwards. Everything is feeling like it's a dream, because I do feel there was a time last year where you had a spate of bad luck, and it's like everything wasn't working out, everything you tried wasn't going the way you should do, so you felt as if like you were cursed or something. That's just a spade of bad luck. But this year things are turning around for you, and that's because you deserve it. You have done your bit to help other people. Now it's the universe's turn to help you. Now we're moving into the month of, drop your pen tonight, May. So we're looking at the beginning of May, darling. Okay, the beginning of May. And with that, the card that just came out for you is the King of Water. This is about opening your heart and mind to those around you. Know that there are people around you that are needing your advice. I do see that you are very good, I want to say mentor. You're very good at helping other people when they have problems. I almost want to call you an agony aunt, because, you know, the agony aunt column, you know, that gives people advice and stuff. I'm also seeing charity work. So I do see you volunteering yourself for something that's going to raise money or awareness for a cause that you strongly support. Okay, now we're moving into the middle of May. Okay, the middle of May. The middle of May. In the middle of May, two cards just come out. We've got the Five of Water and the Page of Water. So I'm going to give you both of these for the middle of May. I do see somebody entering your life. Okay, a new person comes into your life, and this person is going to help you with your, I want to see your psychic abilities. I do feel that they're going to make you realize that you are better than you thought you was. You can do what you feel you need to do and what your life purpose is. We also got the Five of Water. Okay, so even though there are going to be a moment where things don't turn out the way that you hope that they're waiting back from it, know that with every negative there's always a positive. So don't focus on the negative side of things around the middle of May. Focus on the positive. Okay, there's no point crying over spilt milk, as they say. Now moving into the end of May, and we've got the renewal card. Okay, this is about reviewing and evaluating facts regarding a situation. I do feel that you may feel that the road that you're on isn't exactly what you expected it to be. So therefore, you might want to just take a right turn or a left turn, but think about which way you go very carefully and choose wisely, because I do feel that you are very good at jumping the gun and making choices too quickly and too rationally. So I do feel the advice here is to take your time, think about what it is you truly want and what your true heart desires, and then move forward in that ever direction that you feel that you might want to go. Now we're now moving into June. Okay, so the beginning of June, darling. What have we got for the beginning of June for you? Okay. Beginning of June, we've got the release card. Okay, this is about something's going to come to an end, but the reason why something's coming to an end is in order to make way for something else. I do see spiritual transformation, so I do see spiritual awakening. I see you being more open, and I do feel that you're going to have a lot of questions regarding your spiritual path around this time. Don't ever be afraid to ask anything, even if it's to me. I'm happy to help you in the best that I can. I'm not a teacher. I don't know everything, but I can possibly help you from my own personal experiences. And that's how I learned a lot of the things I know, is by connecting with like-minded people and asking questions and learning from their personal experiences. You'll be surprised how much you can learn that way, instead of looking it up on Google and trying to see what this is and that is, and what angels you can work with this and what angels you can work with that. Ask somebody, because there's always somebody in the spiritual community that is willing to help you. Okay, I also feel that you're ready to move forward in your spiritual path. You're ready to share with the world what you can do. It's like you're fully awake and you're not um afraid to say to people, hey, guess what? This is what I do. I collect spirits, I read photos, I read cards, whatever it is your chosen path on your spiritual side, be proud of it. And I know that you're going to be proud of it. And I do feel that you are going to realize that you're going to have a lot more support than you anticipated. Okay, so we're now moving into the middle of June. And we got the Emperor card. Okay, this is about you being more organized. Okay, if you're anything like me, I'm so unorganized. I'm never fully prepared for when I go live, or if I'm doing spells. There's always something I haven't got ready. So therefore, I'm like running around like a little blue ass fly. And I do feel this is you also. I do feel that you feel as if you have to get things done quick time. You don't have to. You can take your time. Take as much time as you need in regarding certain things, okay? You don't have to get them done before this time or that time. But I do feel you kind of plan ahead, and I see you giving yourself time frames for each thing that you need to do. Some things don't need a time frame. They just need you to take your time and work through things at a pace that suits you. Now, moving into the end of June, we have got the Two of Water. This is about coming back to your relationship, and it's about it continuing to move closer. I do feel that a recent fallout with somebody close to you is going to be resolved. Know that any conflict with anybody else is going to come to an end. It's like you are done arguing. You've had enough, okay? Because you're fully awake. You're done arguing. You don't want to fight with anybody. So therefore, you just see the love in everybody and everything they do, no matter what their bad is, whatever their past is. You don't judge them for that, because that is who you are. You never judge a book by its cover, and I'm also a true believer of that. Never judge a book by its cover. Just because you don't like what you see what's on the outside doesn't mean to say there isn't no goodness on the inside, okay? I'm now moving into the beginning of July. So what have we got for July for you? Let's have a look. Beginning of July, okay. We got the Five of Wrath. This is telling me that your money situations are going to be having a few problems. I do feel that something is going to happen that's going to cause you to cause fear-based thoughts to set in. And I do feel, I'm seeing the signing of something. I feel that you're happy to help somebody else. Somebody else is going to be around, and they're going to need your help financially. So you're just going to sign something in order to help them. But I do see regret straight after. It's like you starting to worry that You're never going to see this money back. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Maybe you shouldn't have jumped the gun so quickly. You should have thought things through carefully. But know that if you're uncertain, ask other people for help, okay? Don't be afraid to say, hey, this person wants my help, and you know I'm quite happy to do so. But do I or don't I? What do you feel? What do you see from the situation, okay? If you're ever unsure about something, always ask somebody else, somebody that you trust, somebody that's going to be truthfully and honest with you, and somebody that isn't going to say, yeah, just go for it, and then not think about the consequences afterwards. Moving into the middle of July. Hi, sweet. I see that you're on. Hello. Middle of July. You can watch the replay as well, darling, okay? Middle of July, we've got the Eight of Air. This is telling me because of the situation and the helping of somebody else, you're going to feel like you're trapped now. You're going to feel like you've done something and you're going to feel like there's no way out. You're going to feel stressed. You're going to feel like you just had enough. You're ready to just give up. But don't, okay? You need to keep your self-confidence about yourself. Don't let them pull you down. Know that you know what you need to do regarding this situation, or you will know what you need to do regarding the situation. Don't be afraid to take action, appropriate action when needed and what is necessary. Now, moving into the end of July. Okay, lovely card just popped out there. We've got the Two of Earth. This is about a lot of things going on at once. It's like you don't know if you're coming or you're going. You want to pull your hair out. You just want to hide under the blankets and not get up in the morning. Know that whatever decision you decide to make next, or where your next steps take you regarding the situation, try to not get angry. Try not to let the agitation, the irritability take its toll. Take a playful approach. Try to see the nicer side of it, because by doing this, hi Susan, I'm doing somebody's year ahead reading. I thought I had it on private, but obviously I didn't. I do apologize, I do apologize for the ladies reading. Okay, where was I? We're now moving in to the end of July. Take a more playful approach. Try not to let the irritation and stuff and the fear get in the way of that, okay? We're now moving in to beginning of August. Okay, with that we've got the Moon card, and this is telling me that there's going to be a lot more things going on in and around you than you let on. I do feel there are events going on behind the scenes. I do feel that you need to find a way to release whatever is scaring you, whatever is holding you back. Find a way to release it. I do feel that cutting cords is a very good way of doing that, and you can find information on that on my page under the notes section. I do feel that your psychic abilities are going to be in full force. It's going to feel like everything is overwhelming. You're going to know if you're coming or going. You're going to I want to say feel dizzy, so I do feel it's important that you look at ways to ground yourself. Again, sometimes we get so caught up with what we can do and we're enjoying it so much from helping other people, we forget the basics like the grounding, the protection, etc. So I do feel that around this time you're going to need to just look at your basics again, and then you can come back and start afresh. Now, moving into the middle of August, we have got the Star card. Okay, this is about happy times. Okay, so all of this stress and worry and what's going on is going to ease down. It's going to slow down for you, because happy times are on the horizon. It's asking you to make optimistic and long-term plans, and remind yourself and know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be in life. You are on the right path. May not feel like it at times, but know that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Don't take a left, don't take a right, just keep going forward, okay? Now, moving into the end of August, we've got the Five of Air. This is about learning what you can from past choices and decisions. And I do feel that it's going to feel like history is repeating itself. And I do feel you're going to be faced with a choice or decision that you have been faced with before. Try to think back on how you dealt with this situation the last time. Did it work? And if it didn't, what can you do differently? This will help you get through this situation, my darling. I also feel that you need to listen to everybody's sides of the story. Listening to one side, don't cut it. You need to just review everybody's motives, and it will help you get a better understanding of where your next steps are going to be taking you. All right there, Suzanne. We're now moving into September, beginning of September. Okay, what have we got for the beginning of September? Okay, we have got the Six of Earth, and this is about new opportunities coming to play, and I do feel this is more so your career-wise. I do feel that you're faced with a decision. Do I continue with the job that I am at, or do I go about things on my own, as I'm seeing self-employment as well with you? I do feel there's something, I'm seeing money coming to you unexpectedly. Okay, so around the beginning of September, so money is going to come into play, and it's going to come unexpectedly, and I do feel it's going to be the answer to your prayers, because you're going to be able to pay off those debts. You're going to be able to let go of that fear of not having enough to pay for things because Christmas is coming, etc. So all of that is going to be lifted in one big swoop. Now, moving into the middle of September, we have got the Awakening card. Okay, this is asking you to look at things from a different perspective, as I do feel that although things are okay, everything's going great, there's something that doesn't feel quite right, and what that is, you can't quite put your finger on it. So try to take a step back and look at the situation from outside the box. I do feel that things aren't going to be moving forward at this given time. You're going to be hitting a red light. And I do feel this is more so because you need to focus on yourself. I do feel that you're going to be trying to live up to somebody else's expectations. You're going to try to be living your life the way that you feel that other people want you to live it. And I do feel you need to stop, which is why you've got the red light, and think about what you're doing. Is this you? Is this making you happy? And think about the answers to those questions. Remember and remind yourself it's important to be yourself, because that's what people will love and do love about you, is you for being you. Okay, not anybody else. Now, moving into the end of September, we have got the Justice card. Okay, this is telling me that you need to stand for what you believe in. There will be people around you that don't like what you do, don't understand what you do, and they're quite skeptical. Don't let them pull you backwards from something that you worked so hard to work towards and to get to where you are at this stage in your journey. I do feel that I'm seeing an ultimatum being put to you. So either you do this or you do this. Don't let that bother you. You do what you feel is right for you, because that's what's important. I do feel that, we all get faced with ultimatums by people at times, and we have to think, will they actually see it through? And if they did, how would that make me feel? And do you know what? Let him tell people what you do. Let him tell people that you are a bit strange or a bit weird, whatever, however he wants to call it. You're ready to take on whatever life throws at you. You're fully awakened by this time. You are now ready to share with the world, and you don't care what anybody thinks. And it doesn't make you selfish. It just means that you're loving your work, you're loving your psychic abilities, and you're loving yourself. Now, moving into October. Okay. Beginning of October. We got the Four of Earth, and this is about you being very careful about your spending habits. I do feel that I want to say you've gone overboard a little bit at the beginning of this month by buying something that you thought that you wanted, but then once you've got it, you realize that you don't really want it, or you didn't really need it, but you bought it because you liked it. It's okay to be curious about your spending habits. It's okay to sort of say, whoa, hang on a minute, I need to watch my spending. It gives you something then to fall back on if you can save money. And I know it's not easy. I know I find it difficult. Know that you are faced with business decisions, and I do feel that you're going to make the right ones, as you are very good at making good business choices and decisions for other people. But now it's time for you to put those all of that into play for yourself. That's what I was looking for. I do also feel that you are going to put yourself out of pocket a little bit, and the reason for this is because you're helping a good cause. You're helping people. I want to say that are less fortunate than you. You want to help as many people as you can, and I do feel that you are giving yourself out too freely, and your energy let back. It's okay to help people, but in um moderate considerations. Okay, don't stop what you're doing. Nobody's saying you have to stop. Keep doing what you're doing because it's fantastic the way that you can help other people, but do it in small bits. Okay, don't try to go in all guns blazing on your feet 24/7, feeling tired, feeling drained. What good are you then to anybody? Okay, we're now moving into the middle of October, and the card that came out for October is the Four of Air. Okay, this is because you've been doing too much. You need to take time out. It's time for you to think about a vacation or just time to yourself. Know that meditation can help calm the mind, as I do feel your head is going to feel like Spirit Junction because everybody's coming to you for this, that, and the other, and you're being pulled pillar to post. You're unsure where you're coming or going. So just take a step back and say, whoa, now this is my time. Back off. It doesn't have to be like a week or a whole weekend. It could just be for an hour or half an hour. But you will feel the benefits of this by doing that, okay? Moving into the end of October, and with that, we've got the Empress card, okay? This is about giving birth to your dreams and nurturing yourself and others. So although you're happy to take care of everybody else, don't forget to take care of yourself. We're now moving into the beginning of November. What we got for November for you? Okay, the card that came out for November is the Eight of Earth. This is telling me all your hard work is now going to start showing itself and presenting itself. Your skilled work is going to be rewarded. You've learned everything that there is to know about the given subject. You don't need to go back on courses. You don't need to learn anything else. You can now move forward with what you've got. I'm also seeing already certificates. I do feel that there are courses that have already been taken. You don't need to take any more. You are 100% qualified in what you like to do by this given time. Moving into the middle of November. And with that, we've got the King of Fire. This is about keeping focused, okay? Communicate with a vision. Take control. Be the leader. Know that you are ready to, I want to say, you're ready to continue to move forward. There's no changing directions for you. I also feel that someone's going to try and give you some advice and guidance in what you're doing. Listen to it because it might be quite handy, it might be quite helpful. If it's not, then hold on to it, but don't use it because you may be able to use it at a later date regarding helping somebody else. Okay? Now moving into the end of November. And with that, we have got the Dreamer card. It's about taking a leap of faith. You followed your dreams, you manifested them. But I also feel that around this time, there's going to be some unexpected opportunities coming into play. Do take them. It's down to you. Make sure you think things through carefully. Don't go jumping in the deep end. Think carefully. Think, then act, okay? Don't act and then think because you might regret it later on, okay? We're now moving into December. December, beginning of December. See what we've got for the beginning of December for you. Okay, we've got the King of Air. This is telling me it's time for you to speak your mind and do this with confidence. I do feel that you need to take into account somebody around you, their emotional situation. I do feel somebody around you is going to be quite emotional around this time, and it's like they're going to be leaning on you for support constantly. If they're getting too much, you need to say, hey, you know, I need you just to back up just a little bit. I'm happy to help you, but I can only help you so much. There are other people that need my services as well as you. We always end up getting that one person, okay, that once, questions. You must stand your ground right at the beginning, because if you don't, they'll keep on and on and on and on. And even when you say, whoa, if you want any more, you're going to have to book a paid reading, then they don't like it. But you have to stand your ground. Remember, it's a business, not a hobby. If it's a hobby, you give yourself out as freely as much as you want. Try yourself out as much as you want. But because it is your job, your income, what gets you by each day, what pays your bills, you need to think things through carefully. Think before you act. Okay? Now, moving into the middle of December, we have got the Magician, and this is about knowing that you are ready. Okay, you've come a long way this year, and you are now ready to manifest whatever else it is that you want in life, and to remind yourself around this time that life is magical. You know, it's Christmas, things have gone the way you should. I'm seeing you getting your own income. um I'm not sure if you're going to be fully self-employed, but I do feel that you are on that route. You are going to be on that path, and that's where things, if they haven't already headed, will be heading. Now, the end of December, we've got the Queen of Fire. This is telling me about a lady that's confident, intelligent, and she's very graceful. And I do feel this lady is you. You've reached a point where you are happy with what you've achieved. Everything's running smoothly, but you're now ready to spread your wings out a little bit wider. Know that you are more than ready for this. Don't ever underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and your creativity. You're fantastic. Okay, you are better than you give yourself credit for. And I feel that, listen to evidence that they give you, because they aren't going to be lying. They're not saying it because they're laughing at you, or they want to take the mickey, or they think, she can't do that. They're doing it because they're proud of you. Okay, so take compliments when they're thrown at you around this time. Somebody says, oh, I like that reading, you're very good with that reading, or I like the way that you use the cards. Just smile and say thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're now moving into January of 2020. Was weird saying that when we just reached 2019. January 2019. So how are things going to start out for you next year? Let's have a look. We have got the Seven of Fire. This is about choosing your battles wisely, okay? Don't fall out with anybody when it's unnecessary. Stand your ground. Stand up what you believe in. Don't let people drag you down. You've come a long way. When we start doing really well in life, there is always that one person that's jealous, that's deceitful, that wants to try to make it so you fail, pull you backwards, and try and get into trouble for things that you really don't want to be getting in trouble for. They will play havoc with your life, and I do feel that you will need to find it in yourself to say, hey, I'm done with this. I need to cut these cords away from you. Don't contact me, I'll contact you, so to speak. We also got, as we move into the middle of January 2020, is that things are going to start looking up. I'm also seeing plans of a trip or holiday, something that you wanted to do this year, but with everything that's been going on, has been unable to. So I do see that trip or holiday happening next year, and I do feel the planning stages are going to begin as early as January. Now, moving into the end of January 2019, 2020, sorry, we have got the Ace of Earth. This is telling me that abundance is flowing nicely. Everything is running smoothly. Business venture is going in the right direction. It's very promising. I'm also seeing important documents or contracts. Okay, read them through carefully. You know this anyway. Read them through carefully. Read the small print. If you're unsure about something, ask somebody else to read through them as well, and discuss what you read, and so you get a better understanding. And then sign only if you're 100% happy with what you're signing. I do hope you're happy with your year ahead reading. Thank you ever so much for booking with me. Do take care. Love, light, and blessed be. Thank you. Bye bye.